The Quince Marmalade smells wonderful, my dear listeners. The quince, or as it is called in botany Sidonia oblonga, is a fruit of the resurrection of the human soul. A fruit hard and raw, bright yellow like a poisonous snake from the Amazon jungle. But if you touch it with warmth, kiss it with tenderness, stir it with a gentle affection, it becomes juicy, delicious, and inspiring. Yeah, it is time to fill the next jar. What do you want your marmalade to smell like today? Love? Pain? Dreams or sorrow? Separation? Quince Marmalade is a true reflection of our lives, a sweet mess just like our human civilization, which seems to have renounced God and the divine, turning instead toward utter depravity and addiction. But that's another topic. One we will explore in the other jars of marmalade, and one that is also touched upon in my book, which supposedly is coming out in 2026. So here, dear listeners, we will not renounce God, will we? We may quarrel with Him, curse Him out of pain and despair, but how can one live without the divine? Today the jar of marmalade will smell like home, or more precisely, like a broken home. Jar 2. Broken family. The house you were born in is your destiny. Family is a primal value. It is the most important element, not only for the individual, but for the very fabric of society. A healthy, flourishing society is built from healthy families. This is a crucial factor in the success of any nation or community. If you want a country to fail, break its families, corrupt them, destroy family values, and the meaning of marriage and hearth. In this way, society will slowly begin to rot. And once a critical mass of people no longer want to commit or build families, decline will follow. Then the broken structure of society will drag everything down. Its people, its institutions, its very soul. This, it seems, is what is happening now in our Western civilization. New liberal trends have killed family values, and the decay of the world we live in is already a fact. But what exactly is a healthy family, you may ask? According to psychology, a healthy family is one where there is emotional security, where members feel accepted and loved, communication is open, honest, and respectful, conflicts are resolved through dialogue, not violence, everyone has the right to individuality, and there is a balance between closeness and autonomy. According to sociology, it is a small community that creates a safe social climate, a stable social unit that provides physical, emotional, and economic care, passes on values, culture, and identity, adapts to change like work, migration, crisis, and maintains stable yet flexible roles. And in my view, a healthy family is one where love and respect live together, where there is warmth in the soul, where there is support and secure attachment, where a person knows they can rely on their loved ones, where stability allows children to grow with confidence, where family values are preserved, roots and traditions are honored, because a tree without roots always falls. The family shapes a child's destiny. If a child grows up in a family where there is respect, love, and stability, where peace and calm prevail, that child will be built from love. Their essence will be strong and grounded in virtue. And we all know from the laws of attraction that a person draws into their life what they are. If they carry pain, they attract pain. If they carry love, they attract love. A child who comes from a healthy family has a much greater chance of finding happiness, building a successful career and living a meaningful life. They will be able to taste the full sweetness of our Quince Marmalade. That doesn't mean life will be without problems, pain, difficulties, or karmic lessons. No, every person has their own destiny, and no one can escape it. But growing up in a loving, nurturing family gives you the strength to overcome obstacles and even prevent many of them. A good family creates a solid foundation on which a child can stand and build their life. And when you fall, there will be always someone who will wipe your tears and reach out a hand before you slip into the abyss. But when a child grows up in a broken family, one without love, where there is psychological, emotional, or even physical violence, the gates of hell open. Not the beautifully described ones in Dante Alighieri's creation, but the ugly, real gates of pain. Irresponsible parents destroy and shatter the heart of their child. And once you break a child's heart, it remains broken until the very end of that being's life. Unless somewhere along the way, they encounter true love, the kind that was missing in their family. Only that love has the power to piece the fragments back together and dissolve the pain and coldness within their soul. A broken heart destroys a child's life and pushes them toward the edge of the abyss. A child deprived of love or subject to violence doesn't start out hating their parents. That comes later when they grow up. At first, they turn the hatred inward. They begin to hate themselves and believe they are unworthy of love. That is the perfect recipe for future tragedy. Once you start hating yourself, you are doomed. Children who grow up in broken families lose themselves and lose their way. They start searching for salvation in all the wrong places. Some turn to the escape that drugs provide, others to alcohol, and still others to promiscuity, trying desperately to feel wanted and loved. Such children may become criminals, thieves, abusers, or even terrorists. Other turns into sad, depressed souls who end up taking their own lives. Children who grow up in broken families lose their meaning, their foundation. They lose themselves. Their soul become like a stray puppy. You have probably seen what abandoned dogs look like in a shelter. Do you remember their eyes? Do you remember the pain shining through them? Pain, raw, silent, unbearable. Even as I write these lines, I get chills remembering that sad, hopeless gaze of those homeless puppies left behind, left without love. That is what you turn your children into, dear parents, when you fail to build a home filled with love. You may not be able to buy your child the most expensive phone or computer, or give them an elite education at a university like Harvard, but if you give them love and warmth, you give them a path and a light. You give them meaning, a meaning full of love. That love will become a blazing tornado within them, driving them toward everything they dream of. And most importantly, it will help them find happiness, the kind of happiness they imagine for themselves. Sadly, I see more and more broken families. I see people who don't love each other yet come together and bring children into the world. I see fathers who would rather go out with friends or their lovers, mistresses, than stay home with their children. I see mothers who care more about money, about their silicone breasts than their child. And yet, being a parent is something sacred. To be a parent in today's world You must have lit the light within yourself. You must have learned important lessons and be growing intellectually and spiritually. To be a parent, not just someone who simply reproduces, you must be a conscious human being. You must have healed your own pain so that you don't pass on your emotional and psychological wounds to your child. You must be walking your own path and know what you truly want. To be a parent, you must want it intentionally and wholeheartedly. A child should be created out of love. There is nothing sadder than a child conceived without love, born simply because the instincts of two unconscious people were stronger than their awareness. A child conceived without love comes into this world without the divine spark in the soul, the spark that only love between two people can give. Unfortunately, I feel that people from the Western civilization have stopped seeking the light within themselves and have become mere consumers, eating, spending money and reproducing, which leads to the decline of society. Broken families and irresponsible parents are a major source of sorrow and pain. And that sorrow and pain in turn becomes engines of evil. All the evil on this earth is rooted precisely in the broken hearts of children. If we can restore love and respect to the family, we will rekindle the light in children's soul, bringing prosperity not only to the individual lives, but to society and the nation as a whole. Love within the family means love within society. Suffering within the family leads to suffering within society. Everything is connected. A child's heart cannot thrive in violence. It should never be like a stray puppy begging for love and attention. Before bringing children into the world, first light the flame within your own soul and find true love, because, as I said, a child must be created with love. And if a person hasn't yet awakened their inner light, they should keep their pants on and not have sex like a wild animal. First find meaning and light, and then think about reproducing. This jar turned out a bit heavy, didn't it? But maybe that's how it was meant to be, right? And if you, my dear listeners, who shares this Quince Marmalade with me, if you come from a family where there was no love or where there was violence, remember this. The first step is to heal. Heal your wounds and learn to love yourself. You must learn to respect and value yourself even if your parents never taught you how. Look deep inside your soul and find that little stray puppy sitting within you. Stroke it gently, kiss it, and tell it that everything is alright. It already has a home within your beautiful soul. Everything is alright, and everything will be alright. So go on, have some marmalade, my dears. Have some, because we are only just beginning to fill the jars. The marmalade is ready. Golden, warm and imperfect just like us. We already sealed one more jar full of delicious Quince Marmalade. Thank you for being here. Thank you for steering these moments with me. If this episode touched your soul, please share it, make comment and tell me what awakened in your heart. You can visit my website anatolymalakov.com, where all my stories, transformational guidance and new creation live. I'm Anatoly Malakov, and this is my podcast, Quince Marmalade, where we turn life into art and the truth into sweetness. Until next time.